Good day, Nigerians. This is the voice of Nigerian youths. And today we'll be talking about Nigerian democracy today. My name is Kingsley Chubu, but first of all, I have some guests in the house. And on my right here, we have Professor Jimmy Alonso. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And on my other left, we have Princess May Michael.
Thank you very much.
And we have double chief in the house, Chief Benjamin Cole.
Thank you very much.
And also on my right hand side, we have Mr. Sean Bakari.
Thank you for
Welcome to the show. And also we have Mr. Ademola Akonji.
glad to be here.
Welcome, sir. And also on my far right, we have Mr. Koban Peter Atia. You guys are all welcome to the show. Thank you. Actually, today we'll be talking about Nigerian democracy today. First of all, I would like to ask, what is the state of Nigerian democracy as of today? But let me start with our chief here, Chief Benjamin Cole. What can you say about Nigerian democracy today?
Thank you very much, sir. Talking about Nigerian democracy today, we all know what democracy is. It is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It means that power belongs to the people. Okay? But it's quite unfortunate that in the democracy we see today in Nigeria is a mere name which is not being practiced. Okay? Just like we have in most of our universities, you study, and when you come out in the real world, you find out that the practical is quite distinct from the theory. Okay, so it runs in almost all sectors of our nation. We're not practicing democracy in a short note.
Okay, thank you very much for that point, Mr. Benjamin. But first of all, let me ask Princess Mary Michael, are you in support of the fact that we're in a tyrant regime that we're all practicing democracy as of today?
Alright, thank you very much. When we talk about democracy, it's government of the people. He has rightly said that. But the truth is, what we are having is gerontocracy, government of the old. Old people are the ones ruling us. And as a matter of fact, if we want to move in this nation, where we want to really practice democracy, I think the youth should come in. You cannot use an old solution to solve new problems. Times have changed. Can you tell me our president, Buhari? Can you tell me that Buhari knows some of these things that we do online? You know, the problem with this country is that I think they passed a bill of 2 years old, not too young to run. I think we should also pass a bill of too old. Some of these people need to stay back. They need rest.
Wow.
Okay, so it's not democracy that we are practicing. We are practicing government of the old. Old people are the ones ruling us, and it's quite a pity.
Wow, that's a very good point. Old solution to solving problems. Mr. Jimmy, please, what can you say about that? What Nigerian democracy today?
Well, thank you very much. I think my two colleagues have settled it. What we are seeing today is not democracy at all. It's not favorable to the youth. The youth don't have any place on this so-called democracy, and that's because the old ones have refused to leave. They have refused to allow the youth to take sit on their rightful place. I've been hearing that the future belongs to the younger ones, that we are the leaders of tomorrow. But since I've been on this, I've not seen. I'm still yet to see the leaders of tomorrow.
The youth doesn't have a place.
No place at all.
That's a nice one. But Mr. Bakari, do you agree with the fact that the youth, because going by the definition of democracy, is a government of the people by the people? So now Professor Jimmy is saying that the youth doesn't have a place in Nigerian democracy today. I don't know, is that true?
Yeah, it is. Nigerian youths do not have a place in Nigerian government. It is very, very. Although the present president tried to make us have a say, but we all know that because he's trying to win the hearts of people. That's why he did that. And it is unfortunate because a lot of people will be blinded by thinking. Yeah, but if you look at it still, we have the ruling parties and the party, like the top parties. They don't allow the young ones to rule. And if the young ones are going to rule, they don't let them get prominent positions in the government. So currently in Nigeria, we have democracy in disguise.
Wow.
It's just the name. There is nothing like democracy because they don't leave the people to decide what we want. They impose on us. And currently, the thing happening right now in Nigeria, you can easily tell. Thank you.
Just today, I had a conversation with my colleague, and she was talking about how the president of Nigeria, which is Muhammad Buhari, has dementia. Now, she might have said that sarcastically, yeah, in terms of just trying to make a joke. But not less than 3 minutes after, I saw a video whereby someone was watching Ado Ekiti posted on Facebook, where the president was making a statement saying, fellow Nigerians, we have not forgotten the promise we made to you in 2005 when we came into power. And he came into power in 2015. So in his own mind, he is 10 years behind trying to move ahead, while we are already in 2018 trying to move for another election. And that's someone that you're saying is my president, but he doesn't even understand how to practice democracy. Now, we are youths, we keep saying we are the leaders of tomorrow. Where is tomorrow? Has we not gotten to tomorrow? If this is not tomorrow, then when is the future?
We'll come back to that later. Mr. Demola Akonji, we've talked about, we've gotten some points about old solution to some new problems. The youth doesn't, have a place in this country. We need the hearts of people. That's the people in power using, money and other influences to win the hearts of people. And Nigerians doesn't understand what democracy really is. So with all this, okay, what will be the state of Nigeria if the current president, Muhammad Buhari, wins and returns back to power?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's a very big question. If the current president of Nigeria is re-elected back into power,
Okay.
come February 16, when the election will hold, well, I'll say absolutely nothing will happen. Good. Absolutely nothing will happen. And I will defend that by saying, for the past 4 years that this president of ours, President Muhammad Buhari, has been in office, what has happened? What has happened? Me and you would not want to go on the bad experience we've had during his administrations. So we want to bring out the positive ones. So now let's start counting the positive ones. I'm very sure we might not be able to say one particular thing like this. I don't know from your angle. From my own angle, nothing has happened in the past 4 years. That means in the next 4 years, if he is re-elected, nothing is going to happen. And we'll keep experiencing bad stuff we won't want to recount. We want to remember or recount. So that is just it. This country will just keep degenerating into more poor and poor state if Buhari is re-elected into office. I'm not saying this because I'm biased, but judging from what you've seen from the past 4 years, that is just my opinion if he's re-elected.
Wow, that's a very good one. Professor Jimmy, please, like he just said, we are talking about Nigerian democracy today.
Okay.
So, what will happen if President Muhammad Buhari is being re-elected to come back to power the second time?
Anyway, I don't pray for him to be re-elected anyway, because for the things we've seen like 4 years back now, alright?
Okay.
We've seen backwardness in every sector and anything you can think of now. We've seen backwardness, and what we've seen is not encouraging at all. There is no hope for the youth. I meet youth every day. I talk with them. You can never hear a positive note from them. So now there is no hope. I'm not seeing hope. So if at all, if peradventure he is re-elected, this current government is re-elected, I don't even know what to say. I'm not seeing light at all.
Professor Jimmy doesn't see any lights if Buhari is being elected. So probably, Princess Mary, maybe there's some lights you've seen for the past 4 years. So do you think when he comes back, there'll be something positive?
Well, you're saying when he comes back, actually, I believe he won't come back. Nigerians are praying, but the truth is, we should not just end at praying. When I go online and see people campaigning for Buhari, I ask myself, and especially our youths, I ask myself, what is wrong with these people? What is the problem? Prayers will not solve our problems. We should not rely on prayers alone. Who are those praying? Are they not Nigerians? They are Nigerians, and who are those that will vote? They are Nigerians too. So sometimes I don't know what our native doctors are doing. Because there should be something, yes, there should be something they should put in the air as you're going for the election. Just as far as you breathe air, something must change automatically. So apart from believing in God, I know that he will not go back, but peradventure he does. I think our youth, protest is at least I have joined protests in many occasions, and I think protest is also a way of sending warning or a notice to the international community that we are tired. We are. See, I'm even ashamed of being in Nigeria. That's the truth.
Okay, let's pray it doesn't go back. Thank you very much. Benjamin, do you have something to tell us about this?
What I can say concerning what will happen to Nigeria if Buhari should come back to power is that Nigeria will turn to a state of illusion, mirage and ephemera, because nothing will work again. Already things are not working, and things will continue to get bad. It will get to a point where people will start, you see agitation. People will begin to agitate, there will be chaos in this. In fact, let me use that word. There's going to be chaos in this country if Buhari should come back to power. And I therefore use this medium to advise the youth to vote aright.
Vote aright.
In the forthcoming election.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Benjamin, for your point there. Actually, somebody talked about backwardness and that there is no hope for the youth, that Buhari did nothing in the last 4 years and that he will not come back. And somebody else said nothing will work again in this country. Wow, that's a very big point.
Yes.
We have Fela Votny, we have Kingsley Moya, we have
So
okay, is there any possibility for any of these candidates to emerge as a winner in this forthcoming election?
Forthcoming election.
Yes.
Well, that's a very big question, and there are a lot of variables to put into consideration. There are a lot of variables. These three candidates, like he said, they've shown that they have what it takes to get to that position. They have the capacity to see things from the current point of view. They have the vibrancy to deliver at the rate Nigeria wants it today. But there's an ugly factor in Nigerian political settings that we have of now. I can't say for 2023 or of the future. Political party counts. As I am seated here, I don't know any of the political parties producing these three candidates. I know these three candidates. And don't let us forget, we have a population of about, let's say, 150 million Nigerians, give or take. And how many of this population are youths? It counts. Because most of these elderly people do not know beyond APC and PDP. That is where our problem is coming from. They don't know beyond APC and PDP. So if, let's say, out of 150 million Nigerians, we have 50 million youths, and let's say the rest of the 100 million, we have 60 million to be adults, that means the figures are already working against themselves. Because out of these youth, we still have those that will go for the major political party. I'm not actually trying to elongate the matter, but I'm just trying to say, as much as these candidates are vibrant, the three of them, I have seen them talk, I've heard them say different things, and I know they are capable. But talking about our atmosphere right now, I can't really say if any of them will match.
My opinion, I think these political parties, the two prominent political parties, they know how to play their game.
Okay.
And over the years, they've been playing it, and now it is who can play it better that wins the election. I'm sure you can tell by the Ekiti election that happened, and also by their primaries.
Okay.
because we heard stories, we read from the newspaper and all. So it is who can play the game. And if you look at the chances for these younger ones, younger candidates to get into power, is very, 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 very low. Why? Because they are just coming out for the first time and they are just making themselves known. And these other ones, they have power to run. If we talk about monetary power, of course they do, and they know the right connection that they are going to use. So I think their winning currently is very, very low, very, very low, because these ones are ready to win. And if you hear our current president said he cannot lose. And hardly, even in Nigeria, where you have the incumbent business, and they just go out. The previous election we had, the president just wanted.
Wow, who can play the game? Monetary power. Wow, that's a very expensive one and a very big point at that.
Just like my colleague has rightly said, that most people vote for the party. Most people don't know about. Personally, I can't really recall the names of the party which they are coming under, but we all know APC and PDP, okay, and that one apart. Now, if had it been they are coming under any of this platforms, either APC or PDP, definitely they are suffering to win. Now, another factor that will make them not to win and that will usher in the incumbent president back to power, I must say, is his tactics. The way he is really playing game, and it's Game of Thrones. That's what he's playing. He's playing his trap very well, okay, by removing some persons in office and putting people that will work in accordance to what they are plotting. Now, that one apart, there's also another thing that is going on now. I don't know if you've heard about it, that they are bringing in people from outside Nigeria to come. And what are they coming to do? They are coming to vote for him. And the essence of this, what we are doing here, the essence of Votny, I believe, is not just for us to spell out, to table out these problems. We are here to call on Nigerians, those who are there, who are the key players, who are in position to do things. We are calling on them to rise up now and do something. Otherwise, it's going to affect every one of us before it's too late.
Going by this forthcoming election, is it possible for a younger candidate to emerge as a winner?
I don't think it's very much possible for now.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying the other candidate pushing to the throne in this election, because they came out very late. All right.
Very late.
Let me use Jimmy Agbaje for Lagos as an example.
Okay.
It comes out every election period.
Okay.
All right. If you lose election now, you run one and wait 4 years and come out.
Okay.
People will not hear about him again till election time. I think that was that's the same case of Kingsley Mugabe and Sowore and all that. So I think they keep it. As I started hearing them, let's say two months ago. All right. Even now, I can't even call out their party names. All right. What we know here is either PDP or APC.
Okay.
You get. So there's no how. People will come and start voting the name of the party they don't know. When you just come, when you see the other people, what you see more there is what you see there is APC or PDP. Yeah, so the chance of coming first in selection is very slim.
Okay. So you mean there should be more time to like?
Yeah. I think, but it's a good thing that we've known them. It's a good thing they've come out now. You get.
So what you're saying now is they should forget about winning this.
No, I'm not saying you forget. No. Anything can still happen. Anything can still happen. I'm sure some people are aware of whatever that is.
We talked about monetary power and monetary power, and the popularity of the party, just like you said.
Yeah.
So Is there a chance?
If we are considering the monetary power, they should be out of it because we have the APC and PDP, they are money already, so they can easily get whatever they want to get. And
Okay, let's hear from Princess Mary. Is there a possibility for a younger candidate to emerge as a winner?
Yeah, I would say the campaign, you have to do this house to house campaign, especially in the villages, for the people to know, because these people in the villages are the actual voters. These are the people that vote. Yeah. Although the government they are treating them very badly, they are the ones that line up and vote. So, most parties, they know APC, PDP, our moms in the village. And our youths, they're not trying. How can my mom be stay and she should have known about AAC, my candidate Sowore? I'm proud of him anyway. That's my candidate Sowore, AAC. So in fact, I'm using this medium to even.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Can I chip something? Okay. We need to consider the voters. Now, I talked about monetary power. I talked about these people, how they play their games. You understand? Let's look about the Nigerian youths and their ignorance. Yes, because Nigerian youths, most of them are agitated about the things happening, but they speak out on social media, but they don't come out to do the right thing. And a lot of them get easily manipulated by these people because they know these administration and all these politicians, they know how to get them and win them over. And if you look at during the campaign, during the rallies, who are the majority people there that go to support them? It's the youths. So the youths do not stand their ground for change. And if you look at the presidential debates we had, judging by that alone, they are not supposed to vote for these two parties because we were grossly disrespected. Nigerians. Yes, grossly disrespected. Because they did not show up to tell Nigerians about their vision, what they have in plan for Nigerians. So with that alone, I think it should be.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I'll come back to Princess Mary. You said it's other years were low for younger candidates to emerge as a winner. Okay, going by the previous elections of Ekiti State and Osun State, we all saw what happened. Is it possible for Nigeria to have a free and fair election?
Concerning Nigerian free and fair election, I like telling people that election is in the hands of those counting the votes. Voters will just go, you vote and you go. But the people that are counting the votes, that's who we should even be bothered about. Because, in fact, when we talk about free and fair election in Nigeria, it's in the theory. It's in the theory. Because most of these people, they know what they are doing. They have their agents stand by. They will increase the votes that are not even visible. So I think our only source now we should even depend on is God. Because we don't have free and fair election in this Nigeria. That's the truth.
Actually, we are almost out of time, but lastly, I don't know if you have any advice for Nigerians, concerning the forthcoming presidential elections. Prophet Jimmy, do you have any advice for Nigerians at home?
My advice to Nigerian youths, mostly youths, is to go out and vote. Please don't sell your vote. You're selling your vote, you're selling your future, you're selling 4 years of suffering. You will suffer 4 years. So the advice is go and vote. No matter how much they're offering you, don't collect. Go out and vote. Come February 16th.
Adding to coming out to vote, my advice for the youth is youth should participate in elections and politics rightly. Come with the right intention. If you want to participate in politics, you want to go for an office, go with the right intention. Because what I see youths do now is take politics as a full-time job. Imagine a fresh graduate coming out saying he wants to become a politician. A politician is not a paid job. If we see it as a paid job, then we make the same mistake our fathers had made over again. So please, youth, come to politics with the right intention and participate in elections with the right intention so that we have free and fair election. Free and fair election is possible if everybody do what they are supposed to do.
Advice is you've seen everything you need to see. You all know what's right, you all know what's wrong. Choose rightly. If you're coming out to vote, do the right thing. I beg you all, please. Don't use this as an opportunity to start any rancor or means of any violence or riots. Let's just have a peaceful and fair election.
My advice to all Nigerians is for hence you're up to the age to vote, make sure you go out and vote. Don't be part of people that will say, I'm not going, after all, my vote will not count. If your vote will not count, then they will not come to you with a bag of rice and some money for you to come out and vote.
Yes.
So your vote counts. So therefore, let us come out and vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Princess Mary.
Thank you very much, dear Nigerians. Please go out and vote. And apart from voting, stay there in your polling units till they count your votes. Because the thing is, after voting and you leave, they will vote for you again. So you stay there and see how your votes are being counted. You know, the destiny of this nation is in our hands. We have the destiny, we have the future is with us. Nobody will come out to come and take the destiny of this and the future of this country. It is in our hands, and you have the right to vote. Do the right thing. Do just what is just, right and moral. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. Wow, the destiny of this nation is in our hands. In 2 weeks' time, Nigerians will be going out to vote. Please, don't sit at home. Get your PVC, go out and make the right choice. That's the voice of the youth. Thanks for staying with us. Till we see you again. Bye.